There's three supplements that I take which I will take for the rest of my life. Hey, welcome to Fitness Freedom Athletes, helping you build muscle, shed fat, and transform your body from home with the suspension trainer, resistance band, body weight, and nutrition optimization to gain fitness freedom. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. This week are questions about supplements. What supplements should I take? What are good to take? Yada, yada, yada. Most supplements you should use seasonally, or you should use based on your sort of prime objective, or how you're feeling, or what stage in your life you're at. So for example, we recently had a little one. My son's 1.5 now, but when we first had the baby, I knew my sleep was going to struggle, my mood was going to struggle, and my immunity too. So I shifted to taking cordyceps mushroom extract for energy, reishi mushroom extract to help with immunity, and ashwagandha to help the sort of mood and just boosting my sort of, feel good levels, because you know what it's like when you have a baby, no sleep, all that usual stuff. So those were three sort of things I took, as well as some other stuff. By the way, if you want a stack, if a stack would be useful of what I took as a new dad to help me, just leave a comment below and I'll write the list out. But the three supplements that I recommend you always take, and ones that I always take, number one is magnesium complex. Now I say magnesium complex because you want a magnesium tablet that has sort of a variety of different magnesiums in it. There's lots of different elemental magnesiums. The reason that we need magnesium is because it's a massive function for all cellular activity. Sort of everything that happens in your body requires aspects of magnesium. Now, it's my understanding that we used to get most of our magnesium from the vegetables and plants we eat, like through the soil basically. But our soils and our farms have been so over-cultivated and over-farmed now that we've lost a lot of that magnesium content, a lot of that goodness, that magnesium that we used to get from the land. It's gone. So the plants and stuff that we eat are very low in it. I don't know how that applies to different parts of the world, but certainly from what I'm aware in eastern sort of farmland, that's the case. Now, because it's such a I think it's responsible for 200 bodily functions, apparently, magnesium. So if you look for a source, a tablet that has like a multitude of different ones, you can get all sorts, like magnesium bisinglate, magnesium citrate, magnesium glycate. They all have little various functions that they can help with. So try and look for a magnesium tablet that's kind of got 4 or 5 different ones in. Yes, you might not get the full recommended dose because it can't all fit in the 2 or 3 tablets that you need to take, but at least you're getting a bit of all of them, so you're helping a kind of variety of different mechanisms in your body. So magnesium complex tablet is one supplement that I'd take for the rest of my life. The second one I'd recommend you take is just cod liver oil or krill oil. Like, it's the obvious simple stuff. It's the healthy heart. That's just focus on that one benefit. There's lots of other benefits that they claim, but if you look past through the history and all the research, cod liver oil or krill oil, it's kind of stood the test of time for helping just with cardiovascular, with your heart, good heart function. And I think that in itself is fantastic. And because it stood that test of time and no one's really shot it down, it's quite clear that it obviously kind of works. So cod liver oil is another one that I just say take all the time. And a third one is MSM powder or MSM sulfur. Now, it's been many years since I researched this, so don't take my exact science knowledge to tea here, but from what I understand, MSM sulfur is like a natural compound. It's very salty. It's like a natural salty sulfur compound that's found inside your joints, nails, and hair. Now, I specifically started taking it a long, long time ago, years ago. I think I first found out about it when I was about 24, 25. I'm now 37, so I've been taking it for a long time. And I took it specifically to help with my joints. I was highly active, doing lots of sports, lots of exercise, and my joints were really like hurting. I was getting pain and aches in my joints. I couldn't kneel down. Granted, some of that will have been from poor training technique and form and overdoing it, entering loads of different triathlons, all that sort of stuff. So doing too much. But ever since I started taking that MSM sulfur, it helped my joints hugely. So my joint pain sort of reduced. I now feel my joints are quite solid. I don't get any aches and pains in my joints anywhere. With regards to a secondary benefit, maybe my hair's decent, my nails are decent. I don't know. I don't really care so much about that. It's more about body movement that I take it for. So MSM sulfur, it's super cheap. All these are pretty cheap. Magnesium complex tablets are cheap, the cod liver oil stuff's cheap, MSM sulfur is really cheap. So those are the 3 supplements that I will take for the rest of my life. And any client that I take on one-to-one, anyone in the Fitness Freedom Athletes community, that's the 3 that I recommend to say, look, just take these 3 for the rest of your life, like a normal dose. For when I take them, so I take the The cod liver oil I take on an evening because it's a fatty supplement, and I have the majority of my daily fats in one meal at the end of the day, so I take it with that meal. The MSM sulfur I take first thing on a morning, with kind of like whatever food I'm having for breakfast, and same with magnesium. So all magnesium I take on a morning. I take 1 tablet on a morning and 1 tablet on a night. So I split the magnesium at either end of the day. Hey, quick interruption because I've got 3 handbooks for you, which I think you'll find incredibly useful. One's called the 7 Skills to Build Muscle with Suspension Trainer Handbook, and the other one's called the Get Lean Evergreen Nutrition Framework for Busy Professionals. They're both free. The links are down below, and I think you'll find them incredibly useful. So that's how I take those. So go for those for the rest of your life, and you're totally cool. With regards to other supplements, like I don't necessarily think there's a right or wrong. I think you've got to ask yourself what the purpose of taking it is, and then should you take it? Do you know what I mean? Like I had a friend come to me and he was like, oh, Adam, I really want to build some good muscle and strength, so I'm going to start taking loads of creatine. And I was like, okay, mate, XX, mate, listen, like I know that you barely train with sort of any form of loaded weight. I know that you barely squeeze in time for gym. So what do you think taking creatine is going to do? Do you think it's going to suddenly magically help you build muscle? No, fix your foundation first. Lock in 4 workouts a week from home, because I know you can manage it from home. Focus on your technique and your form. And when you get 6 months in, when you get to a decent strength level and you can notice a bit of body change, come back to me and then ask me about creatine. It's like, be sensible with your choices as well. Don't sort of expect magical stuff. There's always the foundational level you should achieve with regards to sleep, stress, and gut health, and then your healthy eating and living. You should have that nailed as a foundation, and then layer supplements on top to benefit you. Supplements won't necessarily benefit you unless you've got a good, healthy foundation, or a one that works for you. Where you mentally and physically your well-being is good. Lock that foundation in first, and you add supplement layers on top to help. And another way of looking at it as well, it's always best to give the body something to progress onto. If you suddenly the body progresses really well with stepping stone progressions, both in transforming your body, mentally, physically, everything. If you constantly give your body something to gently step onto to the next step, the next step, the next step, it will constantly keep slowly progressing. And slow progression, slow, steady and progression is much better and what leads to long-term results than trying to crash everything in at once and go for fast results super hard. It just leads to like this massive up and then a crash. So that's another reason why you shouldn't just suddenly start taking everything and hoping for the best. Just gradual little improvements of what you take on top of your health foundation. So that's it. The 3 things to take for the rest of your life: cod liver oil, magnesium, and MSM sulfur. My personal opinion, okay? That's just my personal opinion. It's what I do. Maybe it'll help for you. Do your own research, and above all, just give it a try and see what happens.